Good morning, dear students. Again, we are meeting to discuss the same subject, statistics, in that same module, index numbers. Okay, so I take this as lecture 6. So, sixth time we are meeting again to discuss about the same module, index numbers. So, before I start further problems on index numbers, let me take 1 or 2 minutes so that we can highlight whatever we discussed in our previous classes. Okay, so we started practical problems on index numbers, and always remember that everywhere we find a different formula to get the index numbers, whether it is price index numbers, quantity index numbers, or value index numbers. And I told you there are mainly 3 types of index numbers. Number 1, price index numbers, where we find relative change in the price level of the commodities. Number 2, quantity index numbers, where we find relative change in the quantity of the commodities. Okay. Number 3, that is value index numbers. So under these value index numbers, we find the relative change or the changes in the value of the commodities. So what is this value of the commodities? Price into quantity. Price into quantity is equal to value of the commodities. So for all these calculations, whether it is price index numbers, quantity index numbers, or value index numbers, for all these calculations we need 2 important elements, that is number 1, base year information, number 2, current year information. Okay, so last classes we worked out 2 problems, and structure or methods of constructing index numbers that we have taken. Okay, so taking each method one by one, we work out the problems. So that's what we can easily understand the practical problems. Okay, so again I repeat, just go through that methods of constructing index numbers. Okay, so first part, left hand side, we have taken unweighted price index numbers. Okay, then right side we have taken weighted price index numbers. Okay, so unweighted price index numbers, where we don't take weightage of the commodities. So all the observations, all the samples, all the data, they are given equal importance, where we do not give any weightage to the observation which we are collecting. Okay, so under that unweighted price index numbers, again we have 2 classification. Okay, 2 classification: simple aggregative method. Okay, simple aggregative method, then simple averages of relatives. Simple aggregative method, simple average of relatives. So at a simple aggregative method, we worked out 2 problems. Okay, so problem number 1 and problem number 2, which are there in our exercise. So problem number 1, 1 base year, 1 current year. Okay, 1 base year, 1 current year, where we applied the formula P01 is equal to summation P1 divided by summation P0 into 100. So P10 means current year as well as base year. Okay, summation P1, so what it represents? Sum of aggregative prices. Sum, I mean to say SUM, not SOME. Sum of aggregative prices, that is of the current year, divided by summation P0, that is the sum of prices of base year. Okay, into 100. So why this 100? 100 we need because we are representing, we are applying the index number technique, the index number tool, and we are presenting the conclusion, we are presenting the answers, we are presenting the results in percentage, so that even common people can understand what conclusion you are drawing and what is the relative change in the price level of the commodities, taking the current year, comparing that with the base year. Okay, so what is the relative change in the quantity of the commodities in percentage, that is for the current year, taking base year as the base. Okay, similarly whenever we think of change in the value of the commodities. So that is about the first problem. Second problem, a small change we found, that is one base year they have given and two current year. That's what in the formula we have taken. One is P01 is equal to summation P1 divided by summation P0 into 100. Now because of one more current year, we have taken summation P2. Okay, so this P2 is purely because of two current years. If it is only one current year, we know the first problem. Now second problem, again I repeated every time. Firstly, we focus on the problem. We understand the problem. We read the problem once, twice, thrice or 10 times. So once we understand the problem, once we get the problem, what are the particulars given in the problem, definitely we can think of solving it easily. So second problem, if you are comparing second problem with the first problem, two current years are given, one base year. So that's what we applied. Summation P1 divided by summation P0 into 100. That is for one current year. Summation P2 divided by summation P0 into 100. That is for the second current year. And we calculated the result by collecting the base year prices as well as current year prices. Okay. So today we take up the second method under unweighted price index numbers. Okay, unweighted price index numbers. That is simple. I write here second method, that is simple. Okay, average of relatives. Okay, simple average of relatives. So under this we calculate by applying the following formula. So I write the formula first, then we work out problem number 3. Okay, so in the exercise problem number 3 is confined to this method. So we are there in the first part of the methods of constructing index numbers. So first part I mean to say broader headings, two broader headings. Number 1, unweighted price index numbers. Number 2, weighted price index numbers. So we have not yet started weighted price index numbers. Still we are there in unweighted price index numbers. So under unweighted price index numbers, again two different methods. First one, simple aggregative method, or it is also called as unweighted method, unweighted aggregative method. Okay, so on that we worked out two problems. Again in that heading, second method is simple average of relatives. Okay, so how to calculate price relative change under this simple average of relatives method. Okay, so how to calculate? We have the formula everywhere because we have given the heading. All these we are discussing because of first main type of index numbers, that is price index numbers. Okay, so under this method we have two different formula. Okay, I take first as A, that is simple arithmetic mean index. Simple arithmetic mean index. So under this, hoping that you know about arithmetic mean, one of the common averages, one of the common methods of statistical tools we use, that is arithmetic mean. Okay, so you know about arithmetic mean, what you discussed in your first PUC classes. Okay, so one of the common methods of statistical tools, averages or arithmetic mean. Okay, and where we can think of simple calculation and we can think of easily understanding this particular arithmetic mean. Okay, so now under this simple arithmetic mean index, how to get the change or relative change in the price of the commodities, because we are constructing index numbers. So we need to apply the formula so that we can find the relative change in the price of the commodities. So what is the formula here? I write here only. Okay, P01 is equal to. So what is P01? So relative change in the price of the commodity, that is of the current year, taking the base year as the base. Okay, so everywhere we are finding percentage change in the price of the commodities, taking current year as well as the base year. So ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಎರಡನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಕಾಮೋಡಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇವೆರಡು ಇದ್ರೇನೆ ನಮಗೆ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ P01 is equal to summation P, okay, summation P divided by n. So what is this summation P? Sum of the observations, sum of the observations, sum of the aggregating, okay, sum of the aggregating of the prices. So where, I write further, where P is nothing but P1 divided by P0 into 100, or I write in this way, P1 divided by P0 into 100. Okay, because we know P1 is current year prices, P0 is base year price. So this is in the case of simple arithmetic mean index. So we are still there in the first method, unweighted price index. In that two types, simple aggregative method, simple average of relatives. Under simple aggregative method, we applied the formula, we calculated the percentage change. So we are discussing the second method, simple average of relatives. In that, how to construct the index number. So two types under that. Number one, simple arithmetic mean index, where we calculate price level changes of the commodities by applying this formula. P01 is equal to summation P divided by n, where P is equal to P1, current year prices of the commodities, divided by P0, base year prices of the commodities, into 100. Okay, so this is the first method. Then B, we have simple geometric mean index. So all these are the types of averages, you know, different types of averages: arithmetic mean, median, mode, geometric mean, harmonic mean. And all these are nothing but statistical tools only. Under all these types of averages, we find a different formula to get the result, statistical results. Here also, simple arithmetic mean index, P01 is equal to summation P divided by n, where P is equal to P1 divided by P0 into 100. Okay, so simple geometric mean index. Again, we are constructing index number here, that is P01 is equal to anti-log summation log p divided by n. Okay. So simple geometric mean index P01. Again we are finding the price level changes of the commodities, relative price level changes of the commodities by applying this formula. P01 is equal to anti-log into bracket summation log P divided by n. So how to get the summation log P? So once we get P, we can apply the table where we calculate log values of the P what we are obtaining. Okay, how we are getting this P? P is equal to P1 divided by P0 into 100. So we keep this formula here. Okay, and we take up one problem, that is problem number 3 in our exercise. Then we can easily understand these two methods of constructing index numbers. So I read the problem here. Just go through. Problem number 3. From the following data calculate. All these are some more direct questions where we apply directly the formula. Okay. From the following data calculate A unweighted arithmetic mean index number. Unweighted arithmetic, simple arithmetic mean index as well as unweighted arithmetic mean index. Both are one and the same because still we are there in the first heading. First type of methods of constructing index numbers, that is unweighted price index numbers. So simple arithmetic mean index as well as unweighted arithmetic mean index, both are one and the same. Okay. Then B unweighted geometric mean index number. Unweighted geometric mean index number. Okay, or simple geometric mean index number. Both are one and the same. So there is no difference. So what are the given data? We have 3 columns or rather 3 rows. First row items, commodities A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Second row prices in 2010. Third row prices in 2012. Okay, so prices in 2010, prices in 2012. Everywhere we need 2 different years data because we are constructing price index number where we are finding the price level changes in percentage of commodities of the current year, taking the base year as the base. Ella kadenu ನಾವು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಇದ್ರೇನೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಇನ್ 2010. Okay, you can directly identify that this is the base year P0 and prices in 2012. So again you can identify this is the current year. Okay, so previous year ಯಾವುದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಅದು always base year ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, present year ಯಾವುದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಅದು current year ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So 2010 that is P0, 2012 that is P1. Okay, prices of items are given A, B, C, D, E. 2010 ನಲ್ಲಿ 26 rupees, 42 rupees, 20 rupees, 16 rupees, 50 rupees. 2012 29 rupees, 40 rupees, 24 rupees, 16 rupees, 60 rupees. So we have P1, we have P0. Okay, methods are also given directly. So what is the change? What is the change in the prices of the commodities, that is of the year 2012, comparing that with the 2010, that is to be calculated. So ಯಾವ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಡೇಟಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಡೇಟಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಡೇಟಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನಾವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಐ ಲವ್ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಟೇಕ್ solution. I write here problem number 3. So problem number 3, solution. Okay, so in that I take A first because two questions are there. First question, A question, calculating of unweighted arithmetic mean price index. So B we take later. Okay, first we take A, that is calculation of price index number under unweighted, particularly given in the question, unweighted arithmetic mean index method. Okay, calculation of price index number under unweighted arithmetic mean index method. So why this method? It is directly given in the question, method A or question A. Okay, so here directly we take, what is the formula? P naught 1 is equal to summation P divided by N, where okay, P is equal to P1 divided by P naught into 100. Now what are the requirements? When we apply the main formula, we need summation P, we need N. Okay, we need summation P, we need N. So N you can easily identify number of observations. I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 observations, 5 commodities, rather observations, 5 commodities. So directly we take N as 5. But this is to be calculated, summation P, sum of the prices of the commodities. So how to get this? P1 divided by P naught into 100. Okay, so P1 is given in the question, P naught is given in the question, then white to weight we apply this, we can get P. Okay, so for this purpose I am preparing the columns here. Column number 1 items. Okay, column number 2 I take, all these are given in the question, this is not my own columns. Okay, so items given in the question, column number 2 I take price in 2010, price in 2010, and we know that this is the base year, so that is our column number right at the center 2. Column number 3 we have prices in 2012, I believe. Okay, 2012. This is column number 3. Okay, and this is the current year. We take it as P1. Okay. So items, prices in 2010, P0, prices in 2012, P1. What we need? We need P. So that I take column number 4. That is P is equal to P1 divided by P0 into 100. So this I take as column number 4. So column number 4 is equal to column number 3 divided by column number 2 into 100. Okay, column number 4 is equal to column number 3 divided by column number 2 into 100, because we are going to calculate P, summation P. Before summation P, we get P. So once we get P, we can get the total of P, that will be summation P. Okay, so I write here items given in the question: A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so price in 2010, base year 26, 42, okay, 20, 16, 50. Okay, price in 2012, P1, that is 29, okay, 40, okay, 24, 16, 24, 16, 60. So till this they have given in the question. Till this they have given in the question. Items are given, prices in 2010, base year, that is also given, prices in 2012, P1, that is also given. So what we need? P, that is P1 divided by P0 into 100, P1 divided by P0 into 100. So individually we calculate so that we can get P, then summation P. Okay, so here P is equal to P1 divided by P0 into 100. So I write here what is P1 for the particular commodity A, 29 divided by 26 into 100. Okay, 40 divided by 42 into 100. Okay, 24 divided by 20 into 100. Okay, 16 divided by 60 into 100. Okay, 60 divided by 50 into 100. Okay, so current year price divided by base year price into 100. Already they have applied the percentage here only, so no need to again take into 100 here, because whatever P we are getting, that is in percentage. Okay, so after applying this formula P1 divided by P0, we are getting these values. Let me write, because I have calculated all these values. Okay, so 111.53, 95.23, this is 120, this is 100, this is 120. What we are getting now? We are getting P. P is equal to, okay, P is equal to P1 divided by P0 into 100. So we have taken the current year price divided by base year price into 100. So all these are the values. You can use the calculator so that you can get these answers. 29 by 26, 29 by 26 into 100. So you are going to get 111.53. 40 divided by 42 into 100. 24 divided by 20 into 100. 16 divided by 16 into 100. 60 divided by 50 into 100. So we are getting P. So once we get the total of these, that is our summation P, which is equal to, okay, 546, 546.76. 546.76. Okay, so what we need now? Change in prices of the commodities, that is for the year 2012, taking base year, that is 2010. Formula is P01 is equal to summation P divided by N. Okay, summation P, where P is equal to P1 divided by P0 into 100. We calculated P. Now we can apply the main formula, that is, or therefore, P01 is equal to summation P divided by N, where summation P is 546.76 divided by N is number of commodities, number of items, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so N is 5. So this equals to 109.35% change. 109.35% change. So that means what? The prices of the commodities, or the relative change in the prices of the commodities of the year 2012 is 109.35%, comparing that with base year, that is 2010. So 2012 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 109.35% change ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ? Prices of the commodities A, B, C, D, E, taking 2010 as the base. Okay, so that's what we need: two data, base year prices, current year prices. So in that case only we can think of constructing index numbers. So take a minute so that you can go through all the aspects, starting from column number 1, or starting from the heading solution, calculation of price index number under unweighted arithmetic mean index method, where we have the formula P01 is equal to summation P divided by N, where P is equal to P1 divided by P0 into 100. Okay, then we calculate P. To calculate P, we need P1 given in the question, we need P0 given in the question. Okay, that's what we are preparing the columns. Column number 1, items A, B, C, D, E. Column number 2, base year price P0. Column number 3, current year price 2012 P1. So we can calculate P, which is equal to P1 divided by P0 into 100. Okay, so individually we have taken, and again in the main formula no need to apply into 100, because already we have presented the changes in percentage while getting P. P ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾವು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದಲ್ಲಿ 100 ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. 100 ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ we are taking 200%. Okay, 100% here, 100% there. So no need of that. So here only we have calculated in percentages into 100 into 100. Okay, so we are getting price relative change under arithmetic mean index method. That is P01 is equal to summation P divided by N. N is number of items, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, summation P calculated 546.76. Okay, so finally we are getting 109.35% change in the prices of the commodities. That is for the current year 2012, taking 2010 as the base period. Okay, so hoping that this is clear to you. So if you have find any difficulty, you can ask, no need to worry for that. Again I can explain. Okay, so this is first part of the problem, calculation of price index number under unweighted arithmetic mean index method. Okay, so I take a second method, that is D. Here only, just I need to change B. So this formula is going to change. Okay. But these calculations I am not going to run because this we need even for second method also. Okay. This calculation we need even for second method also, that is calculation of price index number under unweighted geometric mean. Unweighted geometric mean index method. So this is B. Second question given for the same problem. Okay, calculation of price index number under unweighted geometric mean index method. So what is the formula? So everywhere we write the formula first. So according to the formula we calculate the values. Okay, so P naught 1 is equal to anti-log into bracket summation log P divided by n. Okay, anti-log summation log P, after anti-log into bracket summation log P divided by n. Okay, so because of this purpose I am keeping all these things. Because of this purpose I am keeping all these things, because where we need log P. So if you are keeping all these columns, what we prepare, you can easily get this log P, because already we have calculated P. Already we have calculated P while calculating arithmetic mean index. Okay, so once we take one more column, that is log P, column number 5, that is log P. So this is column number 5, log P. P is already there. For the previous method we calculated, we need log P. Okay, so 111.53 log P. So just keep the log table with you. You can get the values of P. Okay, because textbook last pages they have given log table as well as anti-log table. Okay, so just you keep that log table. So I write the log values of all these calculated percentage change, so that you can refer your log table. So hoping that how to get the values by referring the log table, that is known to you. Okay, so 111.53, so that is the value 2.0472. Okay, so 111 point means 3 figures are there. So 3 minus 1, 2 point, then 11 in the column, 1 in row, plus 5th mean difference column. So all together we add, we get 2.0472. Similarly, 95.23, 1.9787. Okay, 120, 2.0792. Okay, 100, 2.0000. Okay, 120, 2.0792. So get the total of all this, we get summation log P. So summation log P. Okay, P is already there. We calculated log values of all these P. So once you get the total of all the values of last column, we get summation log P, that is 10.1843. 10.1843. Okay, so what are the requirements now? P naught 1 is equal to anti-log. this we take later, into summation log p divided by n. Summation log p calculated, n we know. Number of items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 items are there. So we apply now the main formula, that is P naught 1 is equal to anti-log into bracket summation log p divided by n. Okay. Further we simplify this, anti-log into bracket anti-log, what is the value? 10.1843 divided by n is 5. N is 5. So anti-log two point 03686. 2.03686. That is 10.1843 divided by 5. You are getting 2.03686. Again we have to go back to our anti-log table. Again it is there in the last pages of the textbook. Okay. So once you are getting the value of this 2.03686 by referring the anti-log table, that is the final answer for this given question under geometric mean index method. Okay. So what is the last answer? I write here 108.8. Okay, 108.8. So hoping that you know how to refer the anti-log table. Okay, there are so columns, characteristics, mantissa are there. Okay, so left side columns, right side you are finding the columns, then mean difference columns. Okay, so when we take all these values, 2.03686, so 03, 0.03 anti-log table, 0.03 left side you are going to find. Okay, 0.03 that is in sixth column. Okay, so this side 0.03 sixth column value, write it roughly, plus mean difference in 8th column. The mean difference what you are getting in 8th column, that is to be added. So you are getting this value 1088. Okay. Now because of this 2.2 digits, we are taking it as 3, 108.3. Sorry, 108.8. Now what is the meaning of this 108.8? So 108.8 is nothing but percentage change. Percentage change in the prices of the commodities. Percentage change in the relative prices of the commodities. I repeat, percentage change in the relative prices of the commodities for the current year 2012, taking 2010 as the base year, that is 108.8 percentage, or there is 108.8% change in the prices of the commodities, that is for the current year 2012, taking 2010 as the base year. Okay, so we applied both the methods here under simple average of relatives. Okay, so under simple average of relatives we have two methods, A, B. A is unweighted arithmetic mean index, B is unweighted geometric mean price index. So unweighted arithmetic mean price index, P01 is equal to summation P divided by n, where P is equal to P1 divided by P0 into 100. Okay, so unweighted geometric mean index, where P01 is equal to anti-log into bracket summation log P divided by n. So almost all the columns remain same what we prepared for the first method, but we have taken one more column, column number 5, just to get log p, because log p is the base for this formula. Okay, so with this solution for problem number 3 of the exercise, I conclude today's class. Okay, so hoping that each and everything what we concluded in this particular class. Okay, anyhow, we discussed only one problem, but we applied both the methods. So why did we apply both the methods? Because it is given in the question, direct question, that calculate price index number under unweighted arithmetic mean index under unweighted geometric mean index. So both the methods are given. We calculated values under both the methods. Okay. So next classes we take a second part, second main method of constructing price index numbers, that is weighted price index numbers, where we are going to find the different expertise like Laspey's, Pasch's, Marshall Edwards, Dornish, Bowles, then Fisher's index number, price index number, Kelly's price index numbers. So what we are going to do there is, we take all the expertise formula at one particular place. Okay, then we work out the problems given in the exercise. So till that we conclude this particular class. So we meet for the next classes. Okay, so thank you one and all. So I keep it pending for a minute so that you can clearly go through the columns as well as solutions. Okay.